Let's check the scripture in the book of Colossians chapter 4 verse 12. Epaphras, one who Epaphras, who is one of you, a servant of Christ, saluted you, always laboring fervently for you in prayers, that ye may stand perfect and complete in all the will of God. Can you see that? Laboring for others in prayers. Now, you will need to be selfless for you to be able to labor for others in prayers. Epaphras is one of you, meaning that he does not have a title. He's just among the brethren. He's among the member, but is a servant of Christ, meaning is serving God secretly. He's not exposing himself. He's not doing eye service. He's not trying to make people see him. He's serving secretly. A servant is the one that serves secretly. The first S in servant means secret. So if you cannot serve secretly, you are not a servant. So Epaphras is a servant who is always laboring fervently for the brethren in what? In prayer. So his own labor is in direction of prayers because Epaphras is an intercessor. And his prayer focus is that the people will stand perfect and complete in all the will of God. Can you see that? That's his prayer focus. So his prayer focus for the people is that they will stand complete and they will stand perfect in the will of God. And he has been doing that for so many years consistently. Unfortunately, the new wave of prayers we have now is the one where people labor for themselves fervently in prayers, but few people are laboring for others. The new move now is the move of prayer that involves people laboring for themselves fervently in prayer. We don't have more people laboring for others in prayers. We have few people who are like Epaphras. As a matter of fact, if you come to, there's a need for men who can function like Epaphras, men who will rise and be committed to intercession, men who will labor fervently, not just for themselves, but for others in prayers, and they will be committed to the prayers. So we have a new move of prayer, we have a new wave of prayer. Thank God for that. But most of this, most of the focus of this prayer is self. We need men like Epaphras who can labor for others fervently until they are complete and perfect in the will of God. We need men like Epaphras, intercessors who are committed to intercession, not just people that carries the title of intercessors and yet they don't give themselves to prayer. Intercessors are people that has given themselves to prayer. There's a difference between I will pray and I will give myself to prayer. I will pray means I will just I will involve myself in the exercise of prayer. But I will give myself to prayer means I will become prayer. I will pray without ceasing. That's what it means. When you come to that point where you give yourself to prayer, it means that you have gotten to that stage in your life where for you prayer has become a life. You pray without ceasing. You pray constantly. You pray fervently. You can't do without praying. Every little free time you have is a prayer time. Everywhere you find yourself is a prayer place. Are you there? Every wrong thing you see is a prayer focus. At that point, you have given yourself to prayer. So it's not enough to be committed to praying for yourself. You also need to be committed to praying for others. We need men like Epaphras in this season. There are many things to intercede about. Men who will carry the burden for the nation. men who will carry the burden for the church, men who will pray fervently until the will of God is made manifest.